So I'd say, let's do the chorus pass, and then we'll do a couple of full takes. And
cool. Okay, so we'll do you want to punch the chorus first?
Yeah, awesome. That'll warm me up anyway.
Awesome. All right, partner.
Let's do it. Hey, man.
I feel good?
Easy, buddy.
All right.
That's good. Yeah.
Let's give it a whirl. Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Let's do it. So it's just, intro choruses, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, and give me a second. I'll just have to play with the levels a little bit.
That's fine.
Well, let's try the first chorus.
Get a little warm up anyway.
Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. I never could love another. Tell me why would I bother even trying, dear? So honey, before you go, I just want you to know that I'll always care. And anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here.
Do you mind taking like a half step back and we'll try that again?
Should I sing? Because right now I'm singing what Sam is singing, so I could either sing that or I could sing anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, like in the middle.
Let's try the middle. Let's
I
see
think
what it does.
that might be the move. All right.
Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. I never could love another. Tell me why would I bother even trying, dear? So honey, before you go, I just want you to know that I'll always care. And anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here.
I think that blends great
Yeah.
in that range. Cool. Let's just do it one more time because I adjusted a few little things.
Cool. You want to do it from the intro?
Oh, yeah, you got it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. I never could love another. Tell me why would I bother even trying, dear? So honey, before you go, I just want you to know that I'll always care. And anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here.
I thought that felt great.
Yeah. Next one.
Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. I never.
Want to try a lead?
Let's do it.
1, 2, 3. Anytime that you want me, anytime
I changed a couple things, and you're on it now. Let's take it from the top.
All right.
I will say one thing that on the live vocal take, you kind of did the first verse a little bit. You didn't let loose so much the first verse, and that was kind of hip. First pre-chorus too. Here we go.
If you ever decide that you might leave me again, I'll be here for you, baby, as a lover or a friend. I could never love nobody else, so I'll just stay here by myself. Let me say, girl, before you go, these few words that I want you to know. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. I never could love another. Tell me why would I want, baby? Even trying here. So honey, before you go, I just want you to know, that I'll always care. And anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Last night in my dreams, I saw you walking back to me. Coming back to me. But when I awoke, I had to face reality. So I'll just spend another night alone. Waiting, watching, hoping that one day you come back home. Oh, I could never love nobody else. I'll just stay here by myself. But if you ever think of my sweet hips, I want you to remember this. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right. I'm gonna be right here. I never could love you. Tell me why. Even trying here. Oh, baby. So honey, before you go, I just want you to know that I'll always care. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Watching the clock on the wall, be right here. Knowing it's worth it all. I will be right here. If there ever comes a day, I'll be here. Come what may. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Oh, baby, baby. I never could love another. Tell me why would I want you? Even trying. I love you, so honey, before you go, I just want you to know that I'll always care. Yes, I will. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Yes, I will. I never could love another. Oh, stay by your side whenever you need me, darling. And I'm trying. Oh, just call me and I'll be there. Call me and I'll be there. That always anytime that you want. Yes, baby. Yeah, I will be right here.
That's it. I'm done.
That was a great take.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. I don't know.
Come on in.
It felt great to me.
Come on in. Eli just did the first vocal take. It was it. Once we got the levels, he just sang his heart out, and we got the one. But Eli's a very dynamic singer, so there's two things here that I would say that on most sessions I would change immediately, and that is how close he was singing to the RCA. That's a ribbon microphone, so you get up.
Sorry, buddy.
You're fine. No, when you get that close, if you notice, I had the mic a little bit higher and angled. When you have it higher and angled, like I said before, it helps with the plosives, it helps with the S's, and it makes the microphone a little bit brighter. Eli knows how to work a microphone really well, and a 77 is a ribbon, so when you get really close, it emphasizes the low end. For Eli's voice, it works great. It's kind of like we talked about with all the Al Green records. When he sang really up on it, it helps with the higher stuff, the falsetto stuff. It thickens it up. If you have a deep voice, it can make it kind of woofy, and it's things you would address. You'd move the microphone back. At first, I thought when Eli was up on it, it was too close, but hearing it in the track, it sounded great, so I didn't change it. And the second thing is, I worked with Eli before, so I know he can go from here to here vocally. As I mentioned before, we both love the old soul records, and one of the great things about those old soul records is when Aretha got up there, or Otis, it would distort a little bit. And as long as it's a very musical distortion and not like a digital distortion, I think it adds to the song. In this particular song, it adds to it, and it's kind of what we both want anyway. So I purposely ran the mic hot, knowing that when he gets up there, it's going to get the preamp hot. I'm running the preamp hot. So when he gets up there, it gives it that kind of old school overloading. That's part of why I picked the part of why I picked the compressor, because I knew it would musically saturate in a way I like.
From a singer's perspective, when you hear that back, for me at least, when you hear it back in the headphones, it makes you feel like you're doing your job right.
Yeah,
because when you're quiet, you want to feel the presence, but you don't want it to be freaking out. And then when you dig in, you want to feel yourself digging in.
Yeah.
So if at least for me as a singer, I like to hear that I'm causing that. It's feedback for me from a vocalist perspective.
Awesome. Yeah. And if we were doing an Eli jazz record or Eli bluegrass record,
he
would be off the mic.
Maybe bluegrass. I don't know.
Yeah, we made a little century. Yeah. But for what we're going for, and for like what our our templates from before that we love so much, that was what was awesome, was when the mic distorted, or the preamp, I should say, distorted a little bit going in. So that's why you didn't see me scrambling and changing channels and freaking out and telling you, we got to punch something. Because I knew he would be into it too. Like he said, he was feeding off it. That's why hearing that in his headphones and hearing it the way he did, that's why he would do certain moments to dig in so he would know what he was doing. It's kind of like when you give the singer that while they're singing, when Elvis got the slapback echo, he would play off that. That's how he do those, oh, baby, baby. He would do it because he knew he could hear the slapback feeding off of it. And when you give the artist that kind of, as long as it's what they want in the headphones, you give them that kind of playground, they'll do things they wouldn't do if it was just a dry vocal, clean vocal,
Well, and not only that, I think that you obviously saw from the get-go that I was invested in this particular take.
Yeah.
So stopping me, I think, would have been a poor choice.
Yeah. Even if the distortion was bad, you don't stop it while he's going, and then you address it, afterwards when he hears it back or something like that. You never want to stop it if they're into it. So that's a big part of it. Cool. Let's hear what we did.
Check it out.
Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. If you ever decide that you wanna come back home, I'll be waiting here with open arms. hoping that one day
So good. You gotta fucking verb him out on that.
Oh, yeah.
oh, I could never love nobody else.
So far, I think the first verse is a little shaky.
In my head, I was like, maybe that's the original take there, because there's something about that.
There's something about that original take. I agree.
I want you to remember this. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here.
I mean, in his choruses, those guys are going to be up front. Yeah, I'm going to be, you know, in the corner.
Way in the back,
You know?
yeah.
Oh, baby. So, honey, before you go, I just want you to know that I'll always care. Anytime that oh, yeah, I will be right here. Watching the clock on the wall. Knowing it's worth it all. I will be right here. If there ever comes a day, I'll be here. Come what may. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Oh, baby, baby. I never could love another. Oh, no. Even try it. So honey, before you go, I just want you to know that I'll always care. Yes, I will. Anytime that I'll be right. Oh, anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right. Yes, I will. Oh, stay by your side when you need me, darling.
I'm a big fan of like all the quartet stuff. There's always two leads. There'll be like the guy at the beginning who's like sets the story up, and then there's the guy at the end who does the freakouts. And I like to be both those guys, you know.
Anytime that you want, yes, baby, yeah, I will be right.
I mean, I think between them we have it.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think?
I think to me, it's maybe just the original live take on the first verse,
and then everything.
Maybe pre-chorus, we'll see.
Yeah.
And then this new take from verse 2, definitely.
That's kind of how I feel. I mean, maybe there's a couple of things other than in the first take,
yeah.
but I mean, if you want to, we can comp. I don't know if you want to comp now or comp later.
Let's do it real quick and just.
You want to just do it?
I just want to.
Yeah, try to see if that sliding that in.
There's some of that take live thing on that first
Yeah,
verse.
you know, I
I
liked. There was a lot of parts of that live take that I did like, so I wasn't like planning to get rid of all of it. This is how we do our vocal comps.
Unified team.
No, I mean, it's like, I hate the, like, focusing on every word or syllable. I would so much rather just sing a bunch of takes and cut them up if you really need to. I mean, I'd rather get a full take if I can.
Yeah.
That's the goal, right? I mean, it's a different approach, obviously, than making pop records or whatever.
Yeah,
But, you know, and obviously we're not tuning anything.
There's there's a conscious thing too, like for me, you sing differently when you sing live with a band, and so it's finding like that first verse that he did live with the band. There's something that's like softer and really relaxed about it. That's really speaks, I think, to the first verse, and then it's cool. Like he does kind of like we talked about just now with the quartet. He does kind of two voices. There's the plaintive Eli, then there's the
right,
the driven Eli,
Yeah.
and so it's cool that it kind of we were talking about before the guitar and stuff. It gets cinematic as the song goes. He just sang a take that he was super excited about. I was super excited about, and you know he said like I think that was it. I don't want to sing it again. So you know you really got to I think listen to the artist instead of going like I kind of knew in my head that the first verse from the original take was better, but he just was so excited right there. You can't go, well, let's do the first verse again. Or to me, it's like, come in, let him listen, and he'll hear it himself too. And it's better for him to hear it and in his mind go, I think I can do that first verse better than necessarily you squashing the positivity that was just there and go, do that first verse.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so there's different and it's different with every singer. So you gotta find out how each vocalist likes to work and what they're comfortable with, and work around that as opposed to you're scheduled. No, we must comp this first person and comp this first. So I think you really have to change your workflow to the artist, and because I've worked with Eli before, and we figured out pretty quickly on day one on the last album, we knew how to handle this one too. But everyone works differently, and I think as a producer engineer, you have to be kind of like Plato. You have to kind of mold yourself to their workflow. There's times where you need to step in and push an artist or not, but you really got to figure out what makes them get the best vocal takes and work that way, as opposed to like having a set way of doing things. So that's how we do, work with Eli.
But then again, I also appreciate you pushing me to sing live with the band, and play guitar, which sometimes I necessarily wouldn't have done. Like on the last record, there were a bunch of songs that we used both the guitar and the live vocal take because they were good enough, because it, like you said, it's a different thing playing with everybody together in the room. Yeah. And we can always come back and redo the vocal or redo the guitar. So there's no reason not to do it.
There's nothing to be precious about in the studio. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Let's listen to this, friends.
2, 1, 2, 3. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. If you ever decide that you wanna come back home.
So what we were just discussing was, we put the live take first one to chorus one in on the new comp. So the comp basically right now is just the live take from the intro to chorus one, and then from verse 2 out, it's the take he just sang, the first take he just sang. And there's and we love that. There's something relaxed about that early vocal, but it's cool how starting at verse 2, he kind of digs in more and it builds. So the song, like we said, builds. And there's a moment we both loved from the live take that we remembered.
Vocal ad-lib.
Vocal ad-lib on the live take that we're going to just put into this new comp, and I think we've got the comp at this point. There's things that, we both just go completely off of feel, and there's things that you remember instinctually from the take. When you're playing a take or you're doing a take, you remember it in your fingers, you remember it in your mind, like, I messed up there, even though the engineer might say it's great and you have to go back and listen just because in your fingers you thought you messed up, and same vocally. So there's things you just remember, and when you don't hear them, that's something you got to put in there because we miss it. So we're just going to go find that one little vocal ad-lib and pop it in. I think we got the comp, and I think we got the song at this point. So we'll find it real quick. So I'm going to play back the live take on this chorus, and we'll find the ad-lib.
I will be right here. I'm gonna be right here. I never could love another. Tell me why would I bother? Even trying. So honey,
that's our puppy. So I'm just gonna drag this down to our new comp.
Boom.
And we'll listen.
I imagine it'll probably sit well.
I never could love another. Tell me why would I bother?
Too much falsetto stuff in a row?
Yeah, let's see if we just slide what was here in the live take and see if we have too many. Awesome.
Great. I think we got it. Yeah, buddy.
So we go to That's Love.
Want to listen down one more time?
Yeah.
Just and do a little. I want to just to get a sense of the background vocals and how they're gonna sit in the chorus.
Yeah, you want to boost them up there?
Yeah, and then
I'll put them up.
You want to mess just a little bit with the second verse background vocals. I want to make them. I just want to make sure they're gonna work.
Yeah, or at least meeting that first one maybe. Let's see.
I don't know. They're coming back to me.
They come back.
I kind of like. I feel like they just could be like super wet.
Oh, that's easy.
If that.
Last night in my dreams I saw you walking back to me. Coming back to me. But when I awoke I had to be right to me. Coming back to me.
Better already.
When I awoke I
think that's great.
So I'll just spend another.
Yeah, and I'll ride the verbs up on them.
Cool. All right, yeah, let's check it out.
Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here.
Just the one? The button.
Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Yes,
There it is.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with all of that.
I'm-
We'll do some, we have some mixed notes.
Yeah, there's some mixed
too.
things, but I mean, I think it's, as far as tracking goes,
So what I would like to do is just print a rough mix, and I'll have you do the fade again, and
Yeah.
that way when we go mix, we can go make sure it's this but
Rock the
better
fade, yeah.
instead of, because once we switch to another room, we lose
yeah,
the
sure.
thing. So I'm going to patch in and print a rough mix. What I'm doing right now, what I've patched in is I had the chambers, chamber A, chamber C, and the stereo plate on monitor mix on the board so I could quickly do aux ins and build a reverb chain. We've finished the song. We think we got in a great spot where we don't need any more overdubs. We love the vocal. So it's ready to mix. It's in a really great place right now. I love how wet the vocal is. I love kind of where we've built it. Obviously, it needs some rides and just some little things. When I mix, I don't like to just pull the fares down and start at zero. I want to start kind of how I remember it. So a lot of times I'll build the mix in the boxes I'm going. This I kept on the board because we had it going really good and it was sounding great. So what I'm doing is I'm printing on Pro Tools a rough mix, which I didn't label it because I'm silly. But I'm printing a rough mix of exactly how it is sitting right now. I patched in the chambers and the plates in the Pro Tools channel so I can print them. I've got access to them in the mix room. But the way they're happening right now is awesome, and you never know when a plate goes down or a chamber goes down or whatever. So just printing it as it is now is pretty cool, because if it stayed just like it was, I'd be pretty happy. And tomorrow I could use the printed track, or I could put in input and keep messing with it. So I just in the habit of printing everything as I go, just so I have it, and I have a memory of where we loved it. Like we loved it at this moment, so my mix should be this, times two should be a little bit better. But this will remind me where we left it at, and so I don't screw it up, hopefully. And also, Eli's going to do a fade out. And on our last record, Eli did all the fades because he likes to do the fades. So I'll have him do the fades on this, so when I do the final mix, if he's not here, I can do the fade just like he liked. Oh, and then Pro Tools
Except
screws
Pro
up.
Tools says no.
Pro Tools came and printed track.
Anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Last night in my dreams, I saw you walking back to me. Coming back to me. But when I awoke, I had to face reality. Anytime that you want me, anytime that you need me, I will be right here. Yes, I never could love enough.
When we do it for real, we'll get both tracks at the same time, equally.
Both do. You do the right, I'll do the left. Awesome.
All right. How long is that, by the way?
Let me print. I'm just going to print the reverbs to the end just in case something.
No.
And then I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Harold. Oh, I wish that man was
So
my
good.
grandfather.
Yeah, he's so good. We are 4:44.
It's pretty long. That's okay, though.
It's great.
Yeah.
All right, we go to That's Love.
Yeah.
You want to start on the piano?
Yeah, let's do it.